And I'm Cameron.
And today we want to talk to you about drifting continents for our 7th period of science class
At PHS.
for Miss Dowd.
Yeah.
We'd like to share a fact that my bad. In 1910, a young German scientist named Alfred Wegener formed a hypothesis about Earth's continents. He called it Continental Drift. The Continental Drift theory states that all the continents had once been joined together in a single landmass. All the continents put together are called a supercontinent. The supercontinent is
Called Pangea.
And Wegener brought that Pangea existed 300 million years ago. This is a long time.
I know, that's a long time.
Very long. But over time, the continents drifted apart, and this is called continental drift. Scientists do not believe Wegener because he cannot explain the force that pushed or pulled the continents apart. So, with that said,
You can put it on.
we show that we have a pan of water with 2 kiwis in it, showing that the 2 kiwis are
You have to put the heads on because you're going to be too far away.
the 2 kiwis are the whatevers. What are they?
Continent.
The continents. And when hot magma pushes up and the cool magma sinks, then that is when the things will move apart. The continents will move apart by the magma. So we are showing that. That is when the oceanic crust moves outwards from the mid-ocean ridge, and there's a subduction zone on the side. And there's convection currents underneath and mantle. Yeah. Another thing we would like to talk about is stress. The type of stress that squeezes and shortens a body is called compression.
Which is the worst one, because I know what she's going to do.
Compression commonly reduces the amount of space the rock occupies, in addition to reducing the volume of rock. Compression pushes rocks higher up or deeper down into the crust.
Come on, we only have like 3 minutes.
Much of the stress that occurs near convergent boundaries where tectonic plates collide is compression. So compression is like this egg, and this is where the egg gets pushed together, and it breaks. So when you push an egg together,
Over here.
when you push an egg together high enough, it breaks, and it
expands.
It gets bigger in the middle, and then it just crushes and dies.
Not necessarily, but you get the point now. Okay, I want to do the next one.
Another type of stress is tension. Tension is stress that stretches and pulls the body apart. When rocks are pulled apart by tension, they tend to become thinner. Much of the stress that occurs at near divergent boundaries where tectonic plates pull apart is tension. A donut.
Yep, a donut. So basically you're pulling it apart, and it's getting thinner in the middle, and bigger on the outside, until, you get that little thin layer there, and yeah.
Of gooiness.
Well, it's not exactly gooiness, but it's rock hard, but you get the point.
The third type of stress is shear stress. Shear stress distorts a body of pushing parts of the body in opposite directions. Shear rocks bend, twist, or break apart as they slide past each other. So it's like this cookie dough. There could be 2 of them, and while they slide past each other, they bend and they wobble and they just, crumble, and
This is really bad.
Yep.
It eventually turns a square into a rhombus.
Yeah, shear stress is common at transform boundaries where tectonic plates slide horizontally past each other. However, each type of stress occurs at or near all types of plate boundaries and in various other regions of the crust too. So, with that said, I am glad that I could be smart for once in my life.
Yeah, she's smarter though. Don't worry.
Cameron is smarter.
Okay.
And that completes our presentation of nerdiness.
Also called, Wegener's Continental Drift theory.
Of nerdiness.
And messiness.
And messiness.
As you can see, very messiness.
I would like to thank Miss Dowd.
for helping us figure this stuff out.
And I'd like to thank Cameron for buying me all of this.
I know. She owes me. Bye, YouTube!